Greetings, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you guys are at. Tactacam giveaway. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you like, comment, subscribe, we're giving away a Tactacam on November 15th. And you can't win unless you're liking, commenting on the videos, and subscribe. Number two, it's booking season. What is booking season, Brett? It's where we book clients to visit, when we go and we visit their properties and help them figure everything out. Timber stand improvement, what food plots to plant, how to plant, when to plant, what to plant, tree stand locations, trail camera locations, how to make your property better so that you can out hunt your neighbors, pull deer off the property that you've been getting on trail camera at night. We're going to finally get those deer to be killable. Let's get into the video. How to hunt rub lines. Guys, this is something that nobody talks about. And I'll be honest with you, I was so anti-scrape hunting for years because it seemed like everybody was doing it. I wanted to figure out an alternative way to hunt deer. And I think I had a lot of success, if I had to be honest with you, by just hunting rub lines. So what are rub lines? Well, at the end of the day, they're a communication sign. And the way I think about them is if you have a long line, okay, just picture a line. There's scrapes on that line. And a lot of times there's rubs between those scrapes. And all that it's doing is kind of showing you the path in which those deer are traveling. So paying attention to these rub lines is just putting more of the puzzle pieces together to ultimately help you figure out what these deer are doing. And if we can find rub lines, whether it's in September, October, really every month, rub lines mean something. But in those months in which deer are a little bit more predictable, I really love hunting rub lines because they're doing a lot of the same things day after day after day after day. Now, I don't necessarily dislike hunting rub lines in late October, November, because a lot of times they will still lead you into the bedroom, which is where you should be hunting anyway. One thing I look for in rub lines, and if you're a viewer, guys, you've heard me say this many a times, but one thing I do look for when hunting rub lines is if that rub line is double-sided, because now if it's double-sided, that means he's generally coming and going. So I've probably visited, I don't even know, hundreds and hundreds of properties at this point. So I've had the opportunity to see a lot of properties. And the one thing that I pick up on, whether I'm scouting a property or I'm at a property, a client's property, is when I start seeing the double-sided rubs, we're generally about 100 yards or less a lot of times from the bed in which these bucks spend time in. Now, they're not there every day, so let's keep that in mind. But when the wind direction is right or the conditions are right, whatever the reason is, they're in these beds. So when you start seeing double-sided rubs on each side of these trees and you see a good amount of them, understand that you're getting close to the bed. And if you don't know what to look for with the bed, when it comes to the bed, here's what you need to look for. So we're going to start seeing double-sided rubs, but then all of a sudden you're standing in one spot and you look around and it's high stem count cover, like popple slashings or whatever. You know, it's thick stuff. And you look around and all of a sudden you can count 7, 8, 9, 10 plus rubs in a given area. That is your sign to get the hell out, guys. He's there. That's his bedroom. Now we know it. Mark it on your Onyx. Mark it on your maps. Walk out. You don't need any more information. If you followed a rub line into that area and you found that concentrated area of sign and you can look around and you could see 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 rubs, you found the bedroom, back out. Now maybe you don't have success that day hunting it, maybe you do the next day, maybe you have it for future years. At the end of the day, now you know where these bucks are spending their time in daylight hours. That's exactly what that means to me. When I see that concentrated sign of rubs, that is where he's spending his daylight time, guys. So now you need to go back, step back, think about that rub line, think about where he's going. Is he headed out to a food source? And then what wind direction can I hunt that on and stay off of that trail, but still shoot to it, given my access route? Think about thermals. What are the thermals doing? Am I going to lay down ground scent where he's going to catch me before he gets to my path in which I can shoot him? You got to think about all these things. But at the end of the day, guys, if you can find these rubs and actually know what to look for, whether it's a rub line or an area with concentrated scrapes, which is ultimately the bedroom, those are the things you need to look for when hunting rubs. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people make is literally finding these concentrated sign areas and hanging a stand in them. You're sitting in his bedroom. You think if you sit there for 4 hours and lay down all that ground scent and all that scent that he's coming back? Not for a while. So when you see those areas, guys, you followed these rub lines in, you listen to what I said, you followed these rub lines into the bedding area and you found the concentrated sign, back the hell up. I don't know if it's going to be 50 yards in your scenario or 150. You don't want him to see you, you don't want him to be able to smell you. You need to think about these things. But at the end of the day, guys, I've killed a lot of deer. The majority of my deer by just hunting rub lines. And scrapes are on the way. You're going to see them as well, but these rub lines are really going to tell you the path of travel at the end of the day, guys. So keep that in mind when hunting rub lines.